to the channel and welcome back to the Crew Motorfest. I hope you guys are enjoying all of the content that I've been putting out for this awesome game that I'm really excited about it because it's something that has been very ambitious that I thought they would never do, but they're going for it, and I'm excited about how it will turn out in the end. So, I hope you guys are enjoying all the content from the Crew Motorfest, from all the cars, all the playlist activities, and definitely have more. So, in the background now, you seeing is Hawaiian Scenic Tour. That's the only playlist that I never got to finish during my preview event last week, but I'll definitely do all of it for you, possibly during a stream today if I'm able to. If not, I'll probably just record the thing and just post it on my YouTube channel later on. But I'll definitely do all of Hawaiian Scenic Tour for you today so you can experience that. I had the privilege of interviewing two of the developers from Ubisoft Ivory Tower, Sofiane and Mika. They've been here since the Crew 1, and I interviewed them, asked them how the step up is from like the Crew 1 to the Crew Motorfest, what they've learned from the past two games, the Crew 1, the Crew 2 being as the support being as like long as it is, and how they will factor all their experiences into the Crew Motorfest and what their aim is for with this game. So I asked them all those questions. I did ask you guys to pitch me some of your questions so they could ask them. So hopefully they do answer some of the questions that you asked. If you do have any more questions, I'll probably pitch it to them and they could answer them. But without further ado, here is that interview. Enjoy all the Hawaiian Scenic Tour gameplay in the background, and I will see you later.
Okay, yes. So maybe just introduce ourselves. So
Yeah.
I'm Mika. I'm Mikael.
Mhm.
So the club manager at Ivory Tower, working on the crew for 4 years now.
Okay.
So the launch of TC2 and now TCM.
Mm-hmm.
I let Sofiane.
So yes, my name is Sofiane, and I am the live producer on the Crew 2 and the Crew Motorfest.
Mm-hmm.
I've been with the studio for 10 years now, actually,
Yeah.
and I started as a community developer on the Crew 1,
Mm-hmm.
just when we announced the Crew 1 in 2013. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I'm kind of working closely with Timo and all the community feedback that we can get. So as you see in the past, for example, the insider program and all of that was operated mainly by my team, and of course with the help of the studio and all the marketing teams.
Awesome. Yes, we've been here since it's been like 10 years now. It's been actually kind of a nice ride. Actually, goes to my first question. Like, how do you guys feel about this big step that you're moving into? Like, we started with TC1, we were just like all 510s like cruising around the United States, and then TC2 or like all this Live Nation, it's just basically racing, and now we're going on to a motor festival like outside of the States. Well, still in the States, but like outside the mainland into Hawaii. So how do you feel about us moving into like this whole new environment in Oahu?
True. That's a very good question. So, I'm gonna be repeating myself maybe here, but one of the aspects I really love about where we stand today is all the learnings that we got.
Mm-hmm.
Just an idea of where we came from. When I joined the studio here, on the live operational aspect, there were only 2 people. Today we are a lot more than that, a lot more than that, but with a lot of expertise and a lot of experience, because making sure we keep evolving and bringing a new experience to the game was key. You've seen it with one, with the add-ons, with Wild Run, the modification to the game, we're calling all units. In the Crew, the main aspect was working on the live framework. We wanted to make the game not just about monthly or updates, but also bringing something that changes even within the game every week. So we brought back the summits, and every week we have a specific theme, and we kept working on that. As you saw, just 2 weeks ago we unveiled a new update in the Crew 2 with the UGC, and it's our 6th year in the Crew 2. With the Crew Motorfest, we knew that the key aspect that you guys in the community wanted is also to go to a new location. So it was key to find a new location, but a location that gives us as many opportunities as possible. We have a game that allows players to go on asphalt, but also off-road. We wanted a game that is beautiful, and for that we needed a location that is beautiful. Hawaii and Oahu are not only beautiful, but this location has been used many times in movies. We know it's beautiful. So it gave us the possibility to have all types of terrain, all type of vista, and also all type of experiences for the players. And this was a key evolution for us because also we went on new generation of consoles, and it allows us to bring something that is prettier. And when you're in the closed beta, this time without watermark, you will be able to see the experience, which is quite beautiful and enjoyable. So to me, this is an evolution. It's the next step, and we are not stopping here because, as you've seen it, we've operated the Crew 1 and the Crew 2 for many years. We intend to do the same with the Crew Motorfest for many years to come.
Yes, that's one of the big things that made the Crew 2 pretty much as big as we know, because you've been on this game for about 5 years and you just don't want to stop, creating more stuff. And now you're moving over to the Crew Motorfest, and now we can expect that to be like a lasting change just on the game itself, just how much content you're going to add to the game. So one of the questions I have from my community is, are there any plans to add more customization to already existing cars? Because you know that this new game already has customizations in it, but they want to know if there's going to be like new items that you customize on their cars for this game.
Yes. So this is a very good question. I'll take it because on my team we've been working on that. So yes, for example, as I said, I'm a bit redundant here, but we didn't have vanities in the Crew 1. We've added vanities in the Crew 2, and even when we added vanities in the Crew 2, we've added new types of vanities on the long run. So we always try to look into new solution, and even when we get to a new solution, we want to improve it by looking into a technological aspect. What can we add? What is something new that we can bring? But also listening to the feedback of the players. We know that not all of the vanities were liked by the players, but we wanted to try, we wanted to improve them, and we learned a lot about what we want to bring into the Crew Motorfest. So we're going to have customization, and each time we had new cars, you've seen we've added as much customized part as possible, and it depends on the VCAT category. On street you have more, and we're going to have vanities. Now when it comes to new customization option, I think the key aspect that we can look at the Crew Motorfest is, for example, official body kit. Liberty is one of the examples. You've seen what add in it. You're going to be able to see more into the game, but just to start with, we have the famous Toyota Supra with its own body kit of Liberty Walk. And these aspects are very interesting for us because, as you can guess, we love car culture and we love this customization aspect, and we want to go deeper. So I will not give you specific details about what we want to add in the future, but this direction is the one that is very promising for us and we would like to see in the future.
Yes, and I will just add also that regarding partnerships and new brands, etc., etc., our vision for the game is to build strong partnerships, like we did with Chris Forsberg for TC2. It was the first time we did to add this kind of content to the game with new cars, new stories, and we know that community and players want to immerse themselves in car culture. And this is what we are planning and we are doing with the Crew Motorfest, including new brands, content creators, Onigan for Season 2, for the first year of live content. And we don't just want to add new names in a game, We want to build new stories. We want to go deeper in terms of car culture immersion. And this is what we are planning for the years to come.
Interesting, because we're all surprised by how these big names are now just joining not even the Crew 2 but also the Crew Motorfest. So that's very interesting. So one question I had here relates back to Oahu. Someone would like to know how they organized the map of Oahu, if it's going to be as big as it was in other games. This guy's mentioning Test Drive Unlimited. So basically, how big is Oahu in perspective to other racing games?
Well, if you want to compare to other racing games, we are in par with them. The key aspect for us here was we know that Oahu will be smaller than the main island of the Crew 1 and the Crew 2, but the key aspect is the density. We wanted to bring something that is dense in terms of activities, and not just dense in terms of activities. We also wanted to have activities that make sense within the experience. You will be able to see when you drive and when you advance into completing the playlist, activities will be following your experience and your advancement. So we brought and we created an island that is itself an experience. If you go through the jungle, if you go through the volcano, you will see a really different type of location with different types of terrain, and the handling will be different. And the activities and the number of activities that will be on our island, we try to make them as dense as possible, so that there is no boring time. There's no moment or you wondering what you can do. There's always something to do for you here. So the map and the size was very important, and we knew it, and we compared ourselves with other games, and we are really aligned with the size of other games of today. But we also wanted to compare with the Crew 1 and the Crew 2, and here it was more a point of density and number of activities that you have around you.
And we can also commit ourselves as we did, because it's an important point, but the launch is only the beginning. And we already communicated about our year one content a few weeks ago. And it's, as Sofiane said, it's really important. It's not only our vision, it's also feedback from our players during play sessions, during the entire program. Players really enjoyed the diversity and density of activities that will be available at launch. But we'll continue to add a lot of more after the launch, so starting on September 14th.
Awesome. So that goes into my next question about the map. So we know that with the Crew 2, there are different. You guys completely adding new playgrounds and stuff to the map. So this guy wanted to know if there's going to be any more map impacting updates on the island. I know you guys discussed density, but will there be anything else added onto the map within certain updates?
So what I can tell you is that if you mention, for example, the secrets or stuff like that we've added in the Crew 2 to give you a new way of racing, there are things like that. There are similarities to that. There is a playlist. I don't want to drop the name right now because it's not yet available, but you will see it at launch, that have specific, let's say, areas to enjoy the experience within it. So right at launch, there will be more than just what is on the ground on the map. And in the future, yes, we might be going a bit more there, but I don't know if I'm supposed to say all that.
Okay.
No. And I'm sorry. I'm the watermark boy. So it's me. Yeah, it's due to me. Sorry for all the content creators. But yeah, and I just wanted to add something about it. It's also important, as you maybe experience for the Made in Japan playlist. It's also a test for us, because it's quite different and it's quite innovative for us to create this kind of experience. To build the Japanese experience on the island of Oahu, and it works. Players really enjoyed it. So I think that our development team learned it, received it, and we have a lot of surprise for the future.
Okay. Interesting. I think we have time for one more question. It relates to the import collection thing. So this guy was asked, if you import your cars to Motorfest, will you lose them in the Crew 2?
No. I wanted to make a joke. I should have said yes. Yes, you would lose everything.
You can do it.
No, joke aside, you do not lose anything. You will not lose anything. All the cars that will be imported into the Crew Motorfest will stay in the Crew 2. And actually, among all the cars all the vehicles that will be part of the collection import, if let's say you own 50 cars and you go into the Crew Motorfest and you got to this 50 car, if you go back to the Crew 2 and purchase or acquire new cars that are part of the collection import, let's say another 10, well, these 10 will become available in the Crew Motorfest, unless you purchase them beforehand in the Crew Motorfest. So there's a continuity between the Crew 2, from the Crew 2 to the Crew Motorfest only. It doesn't work the other way around, and you do not lose something in one game or another.
And it works if you have different saves on different platforms. Maybe if you want to play on PlayStation and you just change your platform for the Crew Motorfest, all your saves will merge and be transferred through the collection import to your new platform. So no worries about that.
Exactly. You only need to keep the same Ubisoft account to log in.
Yes.
As Michael was saying, if you have 5 cars on Xbox One, 5 cars on PC, and 5, all of them all different on Sony, and if you go play on PlayStation 5, the Crew Motorfest, you will receive 50 cars.
Interesting. Okay, that definitely does answer the question. Yep. Do we have time for one more, or are we good?
Timo, you decide.
Yeah,
Uh,
I got
yeah.
one. I got one more. I don't know if maybe we did ask this, but I asked this. So this guy asked like basic realism stuff. Like, will there be any plans to implement like reflective mirrors or miscellaneous features like turn signals, launch control, like GPS stuff like that, like for like immersive effect.
At the moment, we do not plan to go further on that aspect. What you've seen in the initial gameplay and what you see in the closed beta, in the upcoming closed beta, is what we have right now. We know that players would love to get further, but unfortunately, we are not going into that direction at the moment because actually the game is already quite massive and huge in all the aspect that which it's quite demanding. So no, not the moment.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, well, that's all the questions.
Overall,
Yeah, that's all the questions I have, guys. Congratulations, this game. I've been playing it since the entire program, even the beta. It looks very, very nice. I can't wait to jump in this September. Well, tomorrow, actually, the Friday for the beta, and this September for when the whole thing comes out. I think you guys have done a phenomenal job with it, and I can't wait to get started. So,
Thank you very
so
much.
Yep. Awesome.
Thank
awesome.
you.
transported. All right. Bye, guys. I'll catch you on Discord, transported. Bye.
See you later.
Bye bye. I enjoy. Bye bye.
Kaua I ke hoa. First pick. I couldn't resist. These wind turbines are inspiring. Hey, hell, oye, que hoa. Or rather, how you doing, my friend? Whee. Now you're here. Might be nice to learn a few words besides aloha. The top down on the convertible. Sunflowers everywhere. What a real weekend in the country. The island is dotted with crops everywhere. Sugarcane down south, bananas up north, and pineapples all in the middle. Another legend I used to hear. All that you see came to be thanks to the god Lono. Oh, don't miss that left turn. Lono is the one who brings balance with the wet seasons, making this land fertile. Poetry, but get some sad parts. Oh, shall we? Smile. Nice. So, when it rains, it's said that Lono is crying for the woman he lost, Kaikilani. Poetic, I told you. And all his tears make everything grow. I don't like bother you with too much. You are racing after all. check out those buildings. Got it. That's Honolulu. Surf next time. Is that Ford Bronco made in Oahu? Ah, perfect. This is the exact car we need today. We're going to the beaches of Waimea, where the mountains rise from the water. Waikiki? Sure, but there's another precious spot. Trust me. Let's take a photo of this spot. Perfect for surfing. We call that He'enalu. Everybody here surfs. Duke is the most famous. But long before that, Hawaiians of every classic calling enjoyed surfing. Bruh, even Lono surfed, although he preferred to surf the heavens. Whoa, bruh, look at this lava giant. Majestic.
Mulligan!
This black sand comes from that volcano. Trying to walk barefoot on the heat, it's like walking on fire. Try to take a look in this cave over here. Bruh, pretty mean. Oh, check the sea monster on your left. We arrived at Waianae, my favorite surf spot. The first wave, all you.
Pamehana maikala. A hau oli, mai no ke ola. Ua lohe paha oe no Maui. Maui a piki. Maui a ho'opaha I kala. Maui nui a iwa iwa. E ole o Maui. Piha pono ai ke ao. I ka mehana o kala.
Honolulu, the gathering place. This is where I live. Short things to show you. But we only have time for one race. So, how do you feel about going on a street park tour? Look at this building. It's like the town's welcoming you. You'll see a lot of them in town. All of them with its own style and meaning. Driving in the state capital. Crazy. Pay attention. An amazing mural on your right too. Kamea Hadar's art. 2 generations linked by Hawaiian culture. Beautiful. Chee-hoo. The race is getting crazy. Don't miss the next one. Remember Lono? That's him with Kaikilani, the woman he loved. Check out these Hawaiian patterns. It celebrates the oceanic people and all of the great heritage and traveling across the great expanse. Made by my boy, another local, Corey Tom. Here we go again. The festival. I love what they've done here. Another gathering place. So blessed to be with you on this journey. I'm not saying goodbye, but instead, ahui home. We'll surely meet again. The island is not so big.